What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Loner Gamer Squad channel. I go by Jay, and today we're getting into that EA Play Live. Now the homie sent me a text message like, "Hey, bro, you should check this one out. They got some joints up in here. You might want to peep." So I was like, "All right, cool." I had to do some things earlier today, so I was like, "I'm gonna catch it, a little bit later." And now it's later, so we're going to react to the full presentation of EA. I'm excited to see what they got in store for Battlefield. I know like that's about it for me. EA is Battlefield, I think. I can't remember, but we're gonna watch this presentation and see what they got. So kick back, relax, and let's get into this. EA Play Live. All right, let's see what's up.
Coming to you from Los
Is that my
Angeles,
boy
California,
Woods?
this
Is that
EA Play Live 2021.
New Day?
Superstar Xavier Woods,
W
aka Austin Creed,
W
and we have an
E
amazing show for you.
World
We've got
Tag
world premiere
Team
gameplay, exclusive first look, including
Champions.
a brand new multiplayer
Had to get that out.
experience for Battlefield 2042, and a few more surprises. They won't even let
My
me
boy Woods, bro. That makes me happy, bro.
Just like last year, we've got some amazing prizes to give away. So keep an eye out throughout the show for hidden letters. They'll spell out a secret code that you'll need at the end of the show if you want a chance to win Polaris gear, Logitech gadgets, and thousands of codes for great EA games, including Mass Effect Legendary Edition, Dirt 5, and more. So let's get to it.
Let's go, Creed. Let's go, man. Oh, man, that makes me so happy to see that.
EA has long played home to fan favorite racing titles from Need for Speed to Burnout to Real Racing. And now that the experts at Codemasters are joining the EA family, that incredible lineup just got supercharged with the addition of franchises like Grid, Dirt, Project Cars, and F1. So if you like racing, if you like being in the driver's seat, you're gonna love what Codemasters has cooked up for us today. But first, let's take a quick look at what they do best.
I was just a little girl when I started this. Never thought in the world it would get this big. Not the apple of your eye, now I'm running things, huh? I scared the power
Looks pretty solid.
when I jumped and I grew wings. I'ma fight for the race. I'ma fight for the race. I'ma fight for the race to do what I want.
See, I respect him for trying to do something, but bro, Forza has this on lock. You got to show me something crazy. That is clean.
Joining us now from London is Codemasters senior game designer Becky Crossdale. Welcome, Becky.
Hey, Austin.
Hey, now I heard that you might have a little surprise for us today.
Yes, I do, and I don't know if you can tell, Austin, but I am so excited because on behalf of the entire Codemasters team, this is the world premiere trailer for Grid Legends.
Grid Legends.
160, take 13, coming.
One thing I can't give EA is that they do have really good
Only one can become champion.
they're really good at creating like certain settings.
The first woman ever to win the championship.
That's hard.
I'm Nathan McCain, five-time Grid Series world champion. Soon to be 6 times. That's a new record.
If it's grid legal, I can build it to win. Touring cars,
what I mean by like the settings too is that like if you play like NBA Live, like their courts were amazing. Like the FIFA street soccer, like they were kind of do like a little park kind of like replicant.
These idiots
Like
can't keep their cars.
their settings were amazing, bro.
It's their problem.
You keep pulling up there, that stops. But you're gonna get somebody hurt. Hopefully, it'll be you.
Was that gameplay or was that footage? I could not tell. Okay.
Becky, this looks incredible. On top of the gameplay and the cars and the environments, now we've got all these characters that seem to have different motivations. I'm already incredibly invested. It looks like you guys are really up in the ante on storytelling.
Well, first and foremost, the Grid series has always been about delivering gameplay excellence. And with Grid Legends, you are still getting that same immersive racing experience that you know and love. But this time we are taking things up a notch and we're adding another layer on top of that. We are really proud of this new story mode.
Well, I do love a good story, and I feel like I've seen a lot of those faces somewhere before.
Yeah, we had the absolute pleasure of working with the incredibly talented Shruti Gatwa, who plays the wonderful Eric in Netflix's Sex Education. We also captured the entire thing using extended reality, or XR, where if you've been watching Disney's The Mandalorian, you will have seen that tech in action. It's what they use to create those incredible worlds.
Well, it sounds amazing, but this obviously isn't racing in space, right?
No, we are using this tech to draw you further into this racing experience. We really want to bring you deeper into the Grid world than ever before. It's also been really great for our actors because they're acting against something that's visually there. It's not the same as green screen or
Right.
motion capture. They are stepping into our Grid world and reacting with it.
It sounds great. Can you give us any hints on the story, or would that be spoilers?
Without any spoilers, we are giving you a classic underdog tale. We are putting you straight into the driver's seat, right in the middle of the Grid World Series, where you'll be facing off against the all-dominant Raven West team. That is a team that does not like to share the tarmac. And for the rest of the story, well, you just have to wait and see.
But let's talk gameplay. We saw a new big range of vehicles in that trailer. Can you talk about those a little bit?
Oh yeah, there are so many vehicles. We are giving you big rigs, stadium trucks, drift cars, open wheelers, muscle cars, electric cars. We are giving you hypercars like the Aston Martin Valkyrie. Have you seen that car?
That's nuts.
And we are also giving you multi-class mixed racing, which means that you can take any of those cars and put them together on the same track.
Well, I just saw a big rig take out an open wheeler in the trailer, and I love it. So is there anything else that you can tell us about Grid Legends?
Without giving
It's interesting.
too much away,
I mean, I like the freedom of breaking the rules where you can like race whatever kind of cars you want. Like, that's dope.
Modes such as boost mode and elimination mode. We've also got some fancy new locations like the iconic city of Moscow. We've also got the beautiful city of London as well, so you can drive right past Buckingham Palace, or you could travel to the stunning Strada Alpina and take one of our beautiful hypercars to its limit.
All right, well, you heard it here first. Storytelling and extended reality, mixed class racing, new modes, new locations. This is beyond exciting. So Becky, thank you so much for your time.
No, thank you, Austin.
Of course. All right, folks, so we're just getting started. We've seen Grid Legends, and now it's time for a different breed of legend.
Apex time.
Two years ago, Apex Legends came out of nowhere. And now 100 million.
It's also
players,
wild that Apex has
17
only been around for
levels
2
later,
years,
it
bro.
just keeps getting bigger. We've got more modes, more maps, more platforms for play, and of course, more legends. So what's next for Apex? Well, today, we have answers. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you Apex Legends Emergence.
Change. I see it in everything. I see it in a boy
I already know like
rocked by tragedy.
World's Edge is definitely gonna blow up or split or something like that.
Defy reality.
Boy,
I see it in a
Mirage.
warrior who must choose between their and the annihilation of their home. I see it in a girl, tortured by revenge, embrace hope when love awakens her heart. I see it in me, a boy born under a bad omen, turn his tale into a legend. Change is relentless, but that does not mean it cannot be beautiful.
I'm not gonna lie, the character design, bro, for Seer is lit. That shit is hard, bro.
Take comfort. Nothing lasts forever. You must adapt. Surrender. And embrace your true nature. Know that you are not alone.
Octane with the jump pad. I feel it.
Change comes for us all.
Is that a crypto on his drum? And this is why you can't play crypto, because it's shit like that. Horizon took one to the chest and crypto just over on his drone. That was the new gun. Okay.
But this chaos has purpose.
Those
All of us
trackers?
thrown together, so the flame can burn its brightest.
Pinched.
Change. Fight it and fall. Accept it and rise above.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. That was hard.
Wow. I'm standing here like slack-jawed watching this because there's so much to unpack from that trailer. So let's go ahead and meet the man with all the answers, Apex game director Chad Grenier. So happy to have you here, Chad.
Thanks, Austin. Happy to be here. Before we get started and get into it, I want to give a shout out to the amazing developers at Respawn.
Hey.
All right, well, a subset of them. If you love Apex, it's because of these amazing developers that are working hard creating Apex Legends for us.
Well, big
Man, they got a
up
tough
for
job, bro. That's a tough, it's a tough position, man.
But okay, there's a lot for us to talk about. But
You know, I salute them, man, because y'all go through hell.
I saw this man
But at the end, like it does like pay off because like you see so many people enjoy your product, but at the same time, like
Yeah, similar to
you get a
Bloodhound,
lot of
Seer is
people
all
just
about
flooding your
tracking
shit.
enemies, but in a different way and has a very unique kit. So while you're aiming down the sights, you'll have a heartbeat sensor that will give you hints as to where an enemy might be. If you think you've located them, you can use your tactical, which sends out some of those drones out of your chest and will actually reveal and track the enemy's location. The
He's a
ultimate is
scout?
really
That's my
powerful,
kind of
especially
player.
In certain gameplay situations, you can send out hundreds of micro drones and create a sphere around an area that you choose, and all enemies that are moving quickly through that space are tracked.
Oh, that's
Love
crazy.
when there's new abilities that kind of change the game, because this game obviously is always changing, always evolving, and whenever there's a new legend, there's always an interesting shift in the meta. So with those incredible abilities, how do you think that Seer is going to change the game?
Yeah, again, I mentioned Bloodhound also as a tracker.
Right.
But unlike Bloodhound, Seer is about very precise and lingering information. So he's a bit more of a stealth-oriented legend, and you're going to see, I think, some interactions because of that sphere I mentioned, his ultimate. If you're moving quickly through that space, your footsteps are revealed. But now if you're walking slowly, you can avoid the detection. And so I think you'll see some interesting gameplay experiences and new ways to play.
And nobody walks in Apex though. Like, when's the last time you actually like walked? Like, nobody's walking through that.
A lot of new ways to play
The
this
game's
game.
too fast paced for that, bruh.
But this past season, for instance, it felt like Apex really moved beyond Battle Royale with the introduction of arenas. So what's the reaction been like for you guys?
The fan reaction has been really great. We're seeing a lot of players enjoy arenas, which is awesome. We're really excited to finally have a way to play Apex Legends beyond Battle Royale. And yeah, people are loving it. So we've got.
It's not bad. Arenas isn't bad. It's a good like.
Things come in. I don't want to, talk
It's a
about
good
just yet,
side
but we've got a
content.
lot planned for
Not
you.
even side content. It's a good part of the game.
Well, I do know that you guys announced ranked arenas are coming as well. So can you give us some information on that?
Yep, so we've got one season of arenas under our belts now. We wanted to make sure that we were seeing how players were adapting to the mode, make sure to get the balance right, make sure that the price and the economy is correct. And now we'll be introducing the ranked mode in Emergence. So it's a bit of a different ranked system than we have in the Battle Royale mode. So we're really excited for you to get your hands on it.
Well, it's really cool to see Apex always doing new things. Like, for instance, leaning into the competitive scene with things like the Apex Legends Global Series. So are we going to see more of the ALGS?
ALGS.
We just ended year 1 of ALGS. Our championships recently concluded, and it was amazing. There's like so many tactics and amazing plays in there. Many teams were fighting for the championship in the last round. We hit record numbers, so we're really excited in September to be kicking off year 2 of the ALGS. And for the first time, we're going to be inviting PlayStation and Xbox players to compete alongside the PC players, really see who's best, and an all-new league format. So
that's interesting, bro.
playapex.com.
That's interesting, man.
Well, I am beyond looking forward to it. And
Because like PC players are nuts. Like the aiming is just ridiculous. But
we've got an awesome
control as aim assist. And there's a whole topic about that. I'm not getting into that.
Emergence drops on August 3rd.
But it's very
Now,
interesting.
I can show you a finisher.
Of course, please, please.
This game demands so much of us. But from you, she demands everything.
Yeah, that's all
Yeah.
I need to see. It's just
Yeah,
so
I'm
awesome.
sign me up.
Chad, thank you so much.
Sign
for
me
being
up.
here.
Thanks, Austin.
Of course, of course. And again, big shout out to the whole Respawn team. Now for the Apex fans watching us on Twitch today, Respawn is hooking you up with an exclusive Jumpmaster gun charm, so make sure you've got your Twitch and EA account linked and keep watching the show to earn that drop. But that's not the only thing we're giving out today. Keep an eye out for the hidden letters that spell out a secret phrase, because at the end of the show, we'll give you a link where you can enter that code for your chance to win some great prizes, including codes for EA originals like Knockout City and It Takes Two. So speaking of originals, let's head across the ocean for some stop motion and check out a soon-to-be-released EA original, Lost in Random.
Lost in Random.
And just like that, young Austin found himself introducing a new segment.
Hello?
He stalled, bewildered by the voice coming from somewhere unknown. Somewhere random.
Okay. All right, anyway, it's coming soon and it looks really cool.
Austin stopped himself. Why, he'd forgotten to mention the Tribeca Film Festival selection.
It was a selection at the Tribeca Film Festival.
He tried the line again, more enthusiastically.
Look, man, I'm trying to run a whole show.
More enthusiastically. Really selling it.
Could you just let me intro the segment? Thank you.
Oh man, Creed,
It was an
man.
official Tribeca Film Festival selection this summer, and it's coming soon. Joining us from Gothenburg, Sweden to tell us more is Zoink creative director Olav Redmo.
Hello, Austin.
How's it going, Olav? Thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations on Tribeca. It's so cool to see video games right next to movies being regarded as they should be.
Thank you, Austin. I'm so proud of the Sonic team and what we've accomplished, and I'm so happy about the selection because Lost in Random is really inspired by all these movies that I grew up with, and stop-motion animation and dark fairy tales. And at Sonic, we're always trying to push narrative in video games, so I'm so happy. Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to see more. Olav of my life. What do you have for us today?
I'm super pleased to share a first look at one of our most unique aspects of Lost in Random's gameplay, Dice Battle, which is an exciting, explosive blend of real-time action and time-stop tactics, where every roll of the dice unleashes incredible powers out of the head of your jack-in-a-box buddy, Dicey.
Well, it sounds awesome. So let's take a look.
Dice and RTS.
Time, there were two devoted sisters named Even and Odd. Cruelly separated by an evil queen and the roll of a dice.
I'm coming!
Together with this little fella, Even was determined to rescue her beloved sister.
Come on, Dicey!
In this strange and fascinating world of random, adventure, and combat,
This is dope. I like this a lot.
peculiar characters await. Some will help.
Do you mean this one?
And some won't.
That's against the rules. Oh, sure. A little girl with a dice.
Those coins can
It's giving me like
cards.
Nightmare Before Christmas vibes.
Cards in the land.
Cards contain new attacks, abilities, and more. All of which come in handy during dice battle.
Ready, Dicey?
Even uses her slingshot to attack deadly foes. This can knock off energy cubes used to feed her strange companion Dicey. And once fully charged, Even can roll Dicey and freeze time itself. Let's see how she uses it.
Card games are much. I like the card games too, man.
Impressive.
This looks really, really cool, yo.
Nice. Ooh, that was a good one. Even's quest will take her across all 6 realms of random. Even must roll the dice and play the odds. But just a chance at saving her sister.
Random rules. Long may she reign.
Dicey!
My child, you will cease now.
That's a dope character design, yo. Yeah. Sign me up. Lost at Random?
Just
Yeah.
from that alone, I already
Sign me
need
up.
to play this game. It looks so cool. But what can you tell me about these combat cards that we're seeing?
Cards are just one part of dice battle, but I love the way they look, so I brought a few examples to show off.
Oh, okay, awesome. What are we looking at here?
So as you saw, cards can be selected during combat that unleash new powers and abilities, like this one, for instance, Explosive Dice, which turns Dicey into this ticking time bomb. You just gotta be careful so it doesn't blow you up. Keep your distance. And where's this hammer of 2 lets you summon a giant hammer, which also gives Even super strength to be able to swing it around.
Offensive maneuvers, I like it.
But it's not just about offense. Like we have also, for instance, Uma's Blessing, which comes from Uma, this old hidden witch, and she provides a bubble shield to protect Even. And that's just a taste. Like there's a lot of different powers at your disposal. Some curse enemies, some heal Even or create traps. Some arenas also work as giant board games affected by rolling dicey. So you're gonna have to try different tactics to conquer the Queen's giant mad tabletop theme.
Like deck building is gonna be really cool.
My next question.
Because everybody's deck is gonna be different.
We play this game.
Yeah, my favorite question. Lost in Random releases on September 10th on PC, console, and Nintendo Switch. And you can pre-order
Yes,
starting
on
right
Switch.
after the shows. And if you want a dicey companion of your own, he'll be available to EA Play members as a gun charm in one of my current favorites, Apex. So keep an eye out for that.
What?
Well,
Dicey as a charm? Yeah, I gotta get
Thank you
that.
so much for joining us today.
It has been my absolute
And it
pleasure
comes out
hosting
this
and
year, bro. Like that's
Thanks.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah, let's go.
Boston Random is coming soon, but there's another EA original that's already here. And it's bringing that throwback playground heat to the masses. That's right. I'm talking about Knockout City. Uh-oh. Oh, okay.
I didn't give this a try. I haven't played it like actually I haven't played it at all. I think I created a character, but I need to try this
Here
out.
with more is Karthik Bala from Velen Studios in New York.
Thanks, Austin. We're so grateful to our community for the massive response to Knockout City. With millions of new brawlers, hundreds of thousands of crews, and nearly 1 billion KOs landed, your response has really been a knockout. As an indie team dedicated to taking creative risks, having all of you embrace this unique thing we've made is an amazing feeling. And I just want to say thank you. At launch, we promised you new features and updates that keep the game fresh and exciting. Today, I'm here to deliver on that promise. On behalf of the whole Valent Studios team, it's my absolute thrill to present Knockout City Season 2, Fight at the Movies.
In a world of chaos, where mayhem rules the streets, is anyone strong enough to stop the unstoppable? A world
That's clean.
where one hero rises to meet instant regret. A world where lovers chase their passions and feel the burn. A world where terror lurks high above. Where
It's a
warriors
ever-changing map
fight
too,
for dodge brawl supremacy.
or evolving map.
And
That is
teasing
hard.
Tiny brawlers battle it out in a child's bedroom. This season,
Okay, Knockout City.
bring your moves to the movies. Coming July 20. Oh man, that voice is murder on the pipes. The Hollywood Drive-In opens July 27th. We'll see you at the movies. It's showtime.
The July 27th. That's 5 days. Yeah, that's
Skins, we got a new ball, Knockout City, baby. Season 2 arrives
All
July
right.
27th. And remember, you can play for free up to street rank 25. So get in. You might come across me and my crew. We're called That Baseline. You won't beat us because we're really good, but you'll have fun. And right now, it's available on all platforms with crossplay. So if you haven't yet, go ahead, get in there and give it a whirl.
I didn't know this was like.
The moment
I thought it was free to play. I didn't know you had to buy it.
is here.
Not that that's an issue, because go buy it if you enjoy it. Battlefield 2042.
You've read the hot takes.
Let's
You
go.
already know that Battlefield is back, baby. You hear me? It's back. Battlefield is back, baby. It's Battlefield. I can't wait to wingsuit surf a tornado. This game is gonna be so good. And in just a moment, we're revealing a brand new Battlefield 2042 experience. But first, for those who haven't been paying attention, here's what you've been missing out on.
God, look at these maps.
That's so cool.
That's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, the dog is. That's wild, bro. Yeah, bro. That was wicked, bro. That was crazy.
This is awesome. Do it. Wingsuit.
Hmm. This is it, bro. This is the game. I'm about to pour this drink as soon as I get out of here.
On behalf of
Yeah.
the entire team, we hope you're thrilled with what you've seen so far from Battlefield 2042. But this is just the beginning. We have so much more to show you. Battlefield 2042 is built up by 3 epic experiences. Firstly, of course, all-out warfare that we showed you earlier. Secondly, Hazard Zone that we'll show off later this year. And now, a new community-driven experience that we're happy to share with you today. Built by our old friends over at Triple Effect, formerly Dice LA, it's an experience designed from community feedback. It's an experience we've dreamt about building for over a decade. So, let's have a look.
was like, what? What the fuck is that? It's like a mobile game or something? That was Bad Company. Or like the smiley face. Or was it Bad Company? I'm not sure. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure it was. You got 1 with 5. Or not 1 with 5, but like Bad Company versus Battlefield 1. Yeah, them environmental effects is about to be wicked. Battlefield Portal. What is this? What's going on here?
This looks incredible. There's so many crazy things happening in this trailer. We got knives versus defibrillators. We got soldiers from every era. I have so many questions. So let's bring on an expert.
Yeah, like
here to help us out is the
mixing
general
soldiers from different like
We've got Christian
time periods.
Welcome, Christian.
Hey, Austin. Thanks for having me. Super excited to be here.
Of course. Thank you for being here. Now, that trailer, absolutely ridiculous. Like, what the hell did we just see?
So what you just saw was the Battlefield Portal. It's a new community-driven experience that gives players the freedom to write their own rules and shape their own battlefield. You can mix and match content from Battlefield 1942, Bad Company 2, BF3, and Battlefield 2042 to create brand new game modes. Then you can share and discover those on the Portal platform. And that's just what's coming at launch. This is a real love letter to the fans from our incredible team.
And and this is your squad.
Yes, this is the fantastic Ripple Effect team, and they deserve all the credit in the world for creating this great experience. We've had so much fun bringing back some of the most beloved vehicles, gadgets, weapons, and maps from past titles.
Well, thank you all.
Huge, huge credit to this amazing team and everyone who's made Battlefield 2042 possible.
All right, so to bring it back, when you say beloved maps, we're talking Caspian Border?
Yes.
Arica Harbor?
Yes.
El Alamein?
Yes, El Alamein is also included. It's actually my all-time favorite map. Plus, we have Noshar Canal, Battle of the Bulge, and Valparaiso. And of course, all 7 of the new epic scale maps already announced for 2042. They're also playable in.
I still don't know what is this. What?
But this is more than just maps, right?
What is it?
Absolutely. Portal is a chance for the community to drive the platform. There's a whole slate of customization options and even an advanced logic editor for you to play around with. Tools that were previously only available to us on the development team.
So that trailer, it was just packed with a ton of crazy moments. So I'm curious, how wild can we actually get with Portal?
You can get pretty wild.
Yeah? Okay, so can I pit World War II against 2042?
Yes, you can.
Okay, what about game modes? Can I make an infection mode where it's me against a ton of super fast soldiers with knives?
Absolutely.
Okay, what about shoddy snipes? But not just regular shoddy snipes, like a gun game with a whole bunch of shoddy snipes from all throughout history.
That is a very specific idea there, Austin, but yes, actually you can.
batting 3 for 3. Bring it home. Can I play as a penguin with a flamethrower?
A penguin with a flamethrower?
Yeah.
No, I mean, look, there are some limits. It's not a level editor. You can't edit the maps themselves. And no, you can't play as a penguin.
So is it kind of like
It's fine. It's fine. I had to ask.
like a Super Mario Maker, to where you just create what you want to create?
Oh, yes. The options are pretty deep, and we're committed to working with the community to build out this suite of tools and content as the game evolves. We want this experience to go where you want to take it. We see this sandbox as a big part of the future of Battlefield 2042.
Well, I assume that the community is going to have a field day with this.
I really hope players will embrace Portal. That's who we built it for. In fact, we gave a sneak peek to a few members of the community to see what they could come up with.
Oh, okay. I assume my invitation got lost in the mail, but that's fine. That's fine. Let's check it out.
2 teams and 2 VIPs, but only one way to score. This is VIP Fiesta by Courage. It's the US factions of Battlefield 3 and Bad Company 2, facing off on Arica Harbor with 24 players and random loadouts. Die and you'll redeploy with an all-new loadout.
Kind of dope.
Take down that enemy VIP and make it count. All bring the power of 2042 to Caspian border and take on the forces of 1942. This is Quality versus Quantity by Gabitron. A small squad from 2042 are taking on 32 players from 1942. The future's got the hardware, but the past's got the numbers. Destroy those MCOMs. But do it before your tickets are up. You're not getting them back unless you clear the sector.
It's kind of dope.
Not enough.
Kind of like a horde mode.
Fine. Set up on Orbital for the fight of your lives with Robot Man by Redacted. 20 duck-sized EOD bots. 1 full-sized T-91. Settle your Battlefield debates on who wins what.
1 tank versus 20 bots.
Come on, dude. Robot Man? What? This looks so much fun, but I need to know. Just pretend like the cameras aren't here. Just me and you. Who's redacted?
Can't tell you that, sorry. But what I can tell you is that we're so excited for the players to create or simply discover their favorite new way to play Battlefield. And we can't wait to explore and try out the thousands of experiences our community will build once they have the tools in their hands.
And we get our hands on Portal at launch, right?
Yes. Portal will be available at launch, day 1, along with a bunch of pre-made modes for you to try right away.
Okay, this is fantastic. Now, Christian, before you go, let me make sure that I have all of this straight. So on top of all the content and maps that have already been announced, we also get content from Battlefield 1942, Bad Company 2, and Battlefield 3, including 6 of the best maps of all time, and all that can be sliced, diced, and mixed together in Portal. And then we still have Hazard Zone coming later this year?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm telling you, Austin.
Yeah, they got a lot of content coming, man. Like a lot of good content.
We want Battlefield 2042 to be the ultimate Battlefield experience.
Christian?
As a fan, man, we've been waiting for this for a minute. Like,
My pleasure, Austin. I'll see you on the battlefield.
All right, so Portal looks incredible, and we could end things there, but I don't think we're done just yet. We're gonna leave you with one more surprise. First, though, you remember that secret code? I hope you were paying attention because all of the letters have been revealed. So if you want to win some awesome games and gear, stick around because we're going to give you the link to enter in just a second. But for now, come with me. I hope you've enjoyed the show as much as I've enjoyed being your host. Now, my name is Austin Creed, and our last reveal is somewhere in there. But you know what? Why don't you go first?
what we got? What's coming from EA? This is Dead Space? Yeah, that looks wild. See, I never played Dead Space. Dead Space was on EA Play though, and I was like, kind of like I wanted to check that out. I never played the game. All right, so to wrap it up, EA got some stuff, man. It's like it's crazy, bro, because it's like you're starting to see just the tides change, man, to where like your major like hitters are no longer the threats. Everybody's a threat now. Everybody got the ball to where they can do something crazy. Like EA has Dead Space coming. Battlefield's about to take over like the FPS scene. I really think that people are, you know, just tired of playing COD. I know I am. Like, there's nothing wrong with COD. Like, I've been playing COD since I was like 16, but that's the thing. I've been playing the same thing since I was like 16, bro. Like, it's time to change it up. Respawn got Apex, and Apex is right now. I think competitive Apex is probably one of like my favorite things to watch. Not only do you have to be good with like, you know, your gun skill, but you have to be smart too. So like they're brand new into the BR game. Apex has by far the best like character development, like with the stories and the comics that they drop in the game. The battle passes are amazing. Like Apex is really, really good, man. It's really solid. Granted, they do have some issues, you know, on like the just what do they call it? Quality of life front, you know, where like, hey, like, you know, hackers and DDoSing and being logged out and, you know, servers being ran by people or hackers. So they definitely have some things that to get, you know, nip in the bud over on that end. But other than that, like I think Apex is on a really good path. Arenas is like a new way to play, so you don't have to play BR all the time. You do 3v3, and sometimes it's a lot better to like just shoot straight across with 3v3 and not worry about a third party. Not sometimes it's better, it's always better. It's kind of like, and it's also a good way to go in and like just practice your gun skill. Pick up guns that you never used before and try to like, you know, get better with them instead of practicing in like, you know, the BR mode. Yeah, EA got some stuff, man. They definitely got some stuff. They dropped the Mass Effect Legendary, you know, edition, and that's a hit. So I can only imagine that they're, you know, they're blueprinting out the next Mass Effect game and what they want to do with that. So we got some good things on the horizon for EA, especially, you know, with Battlefield coming, Knockout City, you know, Apex right now. So oh, also what was the game called? It wasn't something random. I don't want to be disrespectful, but that game was amazing too.
To compete alongside the PC player.
So that was crazy. Lost in Random. This right here, call me. Let me in. I'm ready to play this one, like for sure. Oh, that was the highlight of the whole show. Lost in Random, like this was yeah, I can't wait. So with that being said, we're getting out of here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the vid. Definitely leave the comments, the likes, you know, let me know how I'm doing over here. Stay on the lookout. We got some really good things on the horizon for sure. We got some really major announcements on the horizon. So yeah, stay tuned. And with that being said, we're getting out of here. Don't forget to hit that like button, comment, sub, you know the vibes. Peace out.